Hi, everybody, and welcome back. Let's get started. Standing nice and tall, cores are engaged. Pull the shoulders back. We're going to start with high knees. Lifting those knees up nice and high. Use the chair to hold on to if you need a little bit of stability. Hopefully everybody's doing good this morning or this afternoon, depending on when you're watching it. Maybe it's the evening. And now we're going to switch to drawing heels towards bum, alternating legs. Make sure to keep those heads in line with the rest of your spine. Good job. Come back to center, feet underneath your hips. We're going to take one leg out to the side. Again, making sure not to lean too far over. Try and keep your body nice and upright, toes facing forwards. And rest. Switching legs. Going in 3, 2, 1. Slight bend in the standing knee. And rest. Next is hip circles. Again, cores engaged, standing nice and tall. We're going to take one leg up, out, over, and come back to center. And then the other leg, up and out. Make sure the hip bones face forwards and come back. So imagine stepping over a fence, a little short fence, and you're like, no, I decided I don't want to go down that fence, over the fence. And back to center. Take those shoulders up, back, down, and around. Nice and slow. And back to center. Starting with the right hand, palm facing in, we're going to do our shoulder circles, our shoulder cars. So we're going to start by imagining we are swimming through thick pudding. Once your arm comes to the top, palm faces out, doing like a backstroke, making sure that the upper torso does not twist. We're just looking for range of motion through the arm. If you have any shoulder issues, just do the best that you can in the range of motion that you can. Good job. We got one more. We're doing 3 in total on each side. And then switch sides. Last one. And rest. Taking our gaze over to the left and then to the right. Cervical range of motion. Making sure that chin stays level with the floor. And back to center. Looking up towards the ceiling as best you can. Tuck the chin, looking down towards the floor. Back and forth. Nice and slow. Make sure you're not rushing this. Back to center, ear to shoulder. Making sure those shoulders aren't rising up to your ears. Keep the shoulder blades tucked down. Think down into your back pockets. And as always, it's totally normal to hear some noises coming from your neck. It's just tissues moving around. If you have pain, then that's an indicator that maybe you should give me a call or get somebody to look into it. But if it's just noise like crackling and crunching, very normal. Chin tucks. So from the side, you're going to stick your chin out. You can stay facing forwards. I'm just showing you from the side. Stick the chin out, tuck it back. Chin out, tuck it back. And rest. Good job. All right, let's hop into our balance exercises. 30 seconds of each. We're going to start off by walking on our toes. Again, use a wall or a counter if you find your balance is poor and you need something to hold on to. Also make sure that you're not going to slip and fall. So I've been wearing socks because the floor is cool in my studio, but I'm also not worried about slipping and falling. So if you are concerned about that, either go barefoot or have shoes on, or do a combination of either or. It's always good to get our feet used to being out of shoes. So if you wear shoes a lot, give it a whirl without the shoes on. Switching to heels. Toes up, shoulders pulled back. And make sure your head stays up looking forwards. Lots of times I see people end up with their gaze down towards their feet. So lift the chest, bring the shoulders back, and work on some good posture. And now we're going to switch to one foot in front of the other. So remember, you can go forwards the whole time, or you can also practice going backwards. Just be aware of your surroundings. Make sure there's nothing that you can trip on or bump into. And rest. Good job. All right, come to your chair, either standing at the side or behind. We're going to work on our single leg balance. We're doing it twice. Seeing as this is phase 2, we're just starting to make things a little bit more challenging. So standing nice and tall, core is engaged. We're going to shift our weight over to the right leg, lift the left, and we're holding here. Again, you can hold on to the chair. You can have your hands at your sides. Or maybe start working, if you're holding on to the chair, start to work on maybe just letting go of that chair and testing that balance. And if you want it to be more challenging, you can take your hands across your chest. Make sure that the leg that's up is not touching the other leg. And rest. Shake it out. Going in 3, 2, 1. Lifting the right leg. As you're balancing on your foot, think about the weight being evenly distributed through your big toe mound, baby toe mound, and your heel. Make sure that right leg isn't touching the left. And shake it out. Good job. One more on each side. Switching over to standing on the right, we're going in 3, 2, 1. Lift the left. So for some of you, your hip flexors might be a little bit weaker. So if your left foot is closer to your calf, that's fine. If you want to work some of those muscles in through here, you can draw that leg up even higher and have the knee up closer towards the chest. and shake it out. Good work. Switching to the left foot, standing on left in 2, 1, and go. So same thing on this side. If you need to have that foot closer towards the other leg and the calf, that's fine. Or you can draw that leg up nice and high. And lower down. Shake it out. Good job, everybody. Coming to our chair. We're going to sit nice and tall, more towards the front of the chair. We're going to do our sit to stands. So hips, knees, and feet are in line. Your feet are about hip to shoulder width apart. You don't want to have your feet too close together. Engage your core, draw your shoulders back. We're going to stand up nice and tall and then lower back down. That's 1, 2, all the way down. 3, all the way nice and tall at the top. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Little rest break. So as I've mentioned in previous videos, if you are struggling with the 2 sets of 10, just do what you can today. Maybe that's only 5 repetitions. Maybe it's 2 sets of 5. Just do the best you can and keep striving to get a little bit more repetitions in every week. All right, here we go. Round 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Make sure those knees aren't coming together as you're standing up. 6, 7. Hips, knees, and feet stay in line. 8, 9, and 10. Good job. Stay standing. Next up is going to be calf raises. You can stand behind your chair or at the side. Nice and tall. Engage that core. Draw belly button to spine. Feet are underneath your hips. We're going to rise up onto our toes and then nice and controlled, lower back down. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Shake it out. A little bit of a rest break here. Good time to take a sip of water. Going in 3, 2, 1. Back up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good job. Shake it out. Next up is our flexion of the knee. So drawing that heel towards our bum. Very similar to what we do in the warm-up, except we're focusing just on one leg at a time. We're not alternating. Standing nice and tall, core is engaged. We're going to start by kicking our right leg. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Hold on to that chair if you need to. 8, 9, 10. Good work. So make sure that you're thinking about this muscle, this group of muscles in the back, our hamstrings, is what we're working on when we're doing this movement. So you might not necessarily feel it in those muscles, but the more that you think about that muscle as you're utilizing it, the better brain to body connection we end up building. Switching legs, now we're going to kick our left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Shake it out. We've got 10 more on each side. Switching over to kicking our right leg. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Shake it out. All the shaking gets the lymphatic system going, which is really beneficial. So when I say shake it out, I literally mean shake it out. Switching to kicking our left leg. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Lift those chests. 9 and 10. Good job. Come down to sitting at your chair. Next up, we have knee flexion. We're going to be sitting more towards the front of our chair. Shoulders pulled back, core is engaged, nice and tall. Keep that head in line with the rest of your spine. We're going to kick our leg out, toes up towards our shin. Feel our quads engaged, these muscles right here. Lower back down. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Take a little break. So make sure when you're doing this exercise, one of the common mistakes I see is people lift the leg off of the chair. So you want to keep the backs of the legs on the chair and you're just straightening your leg. You are not lifting the leg up higher. That works a different group of muscles. That works those hip flexors we were talking about earlier. So you just want to lengthen out the leg, come back down. Here we go on the left. 1, 2. Feel the quads working. 3, 4, 5, 6. Straighten it out. 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good job. Shake it out a little bit. Switching to the right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Toes up towards your shin. 10. Shake it out, wiggle it out. Last one. Left leg. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Well done. Now we come into our yoga and stretching portion of the class. So make sure you're sitting forwards in your chair. We're going to take our right arm, lift it up, and reach it behind our back. Do so gently. Don't force anything. You can use the other hand to gently press on your elbow. We're going to hang out here for a few seconds. Notice your breath. Try and lengthen out those inhales and exhales, slowing our heart rate down after our exercise. And release. Switch, left arm comes up and over, reaching for the back. Right arm gently pressing on the elbow of the left arm. And release. Inhale, arms come up, looking up towards the ceiling if you can. Clasp your fingers and leave your pointer fingers out. So the pointer fingers. Drop your shoulder blades down your back. Keep your core engaged. And then on an exhale, you're going to gently lean towards the right. A lot of core involved here. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale over to the left. Drop the shoulder blades down. Make space for your neck. Inhale back to center. Exhale over to the right. Keeping the left arm nice and long. You might have a slight bend in the right elbow. Inhale back to center. Exhale all the way over to the left. Right arm stays nice and long. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, release the arms. Cat-cow. We're going to exhale, round our back, tuck our chin, tuck our pelvis, and slide our hands down our knees. So we're rounding out our back. Inhale, hands slide up the thighs, lift the chest, lift the head, gaze up towards the ceiling, and reach your arms back. Exhale, rounding. Inhale, opening. Exhale, round. Feel all the vertebrae on your spine moving. Inhale, left. Couple more. Exhale, round. Inhale, open. Exhale, round. Inhale, open. And come back to center. Now we are going to work on what we did last week, pigeon pose seated. So option one, extend your left leg out, cross your right leg over. That might be enough stretch through the hip, the right hip. If you want a little bit more stretch and you are able to do so safely, take your right leg and draw it up over the left knee. Toes up towards shin on the right. And then you can sit nice and tall if that's enough stretch through that glute. Awesome. But if you want a little bit more stretch, you can hinge forwards. So you're hinging at your hips. You're not rounding out your back, and you'll notice more of a pull through the glute. We're going to hang out here for a few more seconds. Again, noticing those inhales and exhales. And slowly release. Switching over to the other side, either legs crossed or drawing the left leg up onto the right knee, left toes up towards your shin, sitting nice and tall. And if you want a little bit deeper stretch, you can hinge forwards. Exhale, slowly releasing. Inhale, draw your right knee in towards your chest. Lift the chest, lengthen the spine. If you have any knee concerns, you can also hold underneath the knee. You can hold the back of the leg. Hug it in nice and tight. Using your core to keep your back nice and long. Exhale, release. Inhale, draw the left leg up. Inhale, lengthen that spine, pull the shoulders back. Exhale, release. Scooch back into your chair. We're going to head into our breath work phase. So like last week, we're going to work on our box breathing. So if you remember, we were talking about picking how many seconds is best for you. For some of you, it's going to be inhale for 2 seconds, hold for 2 seconds, exhale for 2 seconds, hold empty for 2 seconds. But some of you might find 4 seconds works, or 6 seconds, or even 8 seconds. So do whatever feels right for your body, and gradually over time, try and lengthen out the box breathing to 6 to 8 seconds. So you can have one hand on your belly, one hand on your chest, closing your eyes. Notice your breath as it is normally. We're going to inhale normally, exhale normally, and I will guide you through 4 seconds, but you can do whatever is best for you today. Inhale, belly fills 1, 2, then the chest, 3, 4, holding full for 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, chest lowers, 1, 2, then the belly, 3, 4. And hold for 1, 2, 3, 4. Inhale, belly rises, 1, 2, then the chest, 3, 4. Holding full for 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, chest lowers, 1, 2, 3, belly, 4. Holding empty for 1, 2, 3, 4. Keep going at your own pace, counting in your head. And slowly return your breathing back to normal. Gradually begin to flutter your eyes open, gaze towards the floor. And then when you're ready, lift your gaze. Thank you guys so much for coming. I hope you enjoyed today's class, and I will see you next week. Bye.